they all three play, I don't know, bro. They could definitely score.
That's a good call. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, so what?
So you think Inter or
yeah,
Barca?
yeah. Oh, you have no answer, bro.
It's like I believe it's one team and I'm like, yeah, but those teams.
Yeah, but
I think.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Visión Fútbol. Glad to have you guys back. We're gonna be talking about some crazy stuff because by the time this hopefully gets uploaded, the Champions League has already passed. We're in semifinal phase right now, and that's what we're gonna be talking about. Obviously I got my boy Simi right here. Say what's up. Nice. And we got Brandon and Randy.
Yo.
Oh my God. Crazy nice. I want a better introduction, bro. Like, tell me, tell me a little something about yourself, bro.
Yeah. What's up, guys? I'm Brandon.
All right, bro. Nobody cares. All right, nice. All right, that's my boy Brandon. That was the guy that we called in the short. If you didn't know, now you know. If you didn't know his face, now you do. Yeah, that's him. And then Randy. Tell me a little about something about yourself, Randy.
Yo.
Nice. All right. So,
Okay.
So, in all reality, we're gonna be talking about the Champions League. Brandon is a Real Madrid fan, and Randy, what club
What
are
are
you
you?
from?
I'm not a fan, bro.
No,
I'm
you're a
just not
Milan fan, bro. Stop lying, bro.
Yeah. And then I'm obviously Barcelona fan. Yeah, Barca fan. And then what are you?
I'm anonymous.
Yeah, no team whatsoever, bro. Bro's no party. Like,
But you know what? One of the things about the semifinals is that, for me, it was surprising. I think Randy got it correctly, that Arsenal was going to beat Real Madrid. For me, it was actually surprising because I thought Real Madrid was going to win, because you know how they always find a way to win. But
weird how they win too.
The Gunners this time, they beat the champions of the UCL, and it was funny because Real Madrid, or the Real Madrid fans, I think you could connect with this, Brandon. They were all speaking about la remontada.
I wasn't, but
which means about the comeback. You know, everybody thought. Me personally, I thought the same thing. Like, they're probably gonna come back. They're gonna do something, penalties or whatever it was. Especially because they were playing Bernabeu, right?
Yeah, they were.
And so, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. What you thought about that, Brandon?
So bad. Like everything, yo, it's so bad. Everything that I said from the first game, Ancelotti did not change the strategy at all. He was just like, let's just do the same thing and hopes it works out. Because we're at the Bernabeu, we got our fans.
We
like,
got the
fan
power.
Yeah, exactly. We got the
fan power.
No strategy changed. Like, nothing changed. Like, all the players stayed the same. The formation stayed the same. And they made the same mistakes, and they expected like a different outcome for some reason, and it never happened. And everybody's like, why didn't we come back?
Yo, by the way, I just want to put this out there. Yo, remember, if you guys haven't seen it, Brandon did a short on what could happen around Madrid.
Nice.
If you want to see that, I'll have it linked up somewhere there, maybe, probably. Yeah, bro. How far off were you from your prediction?
I was very.
Nah, you were way off. Actually, now I remember. Yeah.
No, low key. Like, I knew we were gonna lose, but I was just I wouldn't be surprised if we came back, you know. Yeah. But in my head, I was like, we're gonna lose. Like,
I think everybody expected you guys to come back, but you guys didn't even meet
we did not
the minimum expectation.
I also think that one of the main factors with Real Madrid is that they need a strong start. Like, for example, in that game, the second leg, Real Madrid played so bad in the first 45, and in the half of the second half, they were non-existent. Like, they didn't do anything. And so they tried coming back when Vinicius scored the goal, and they had the potential, but since it was so late,
my boy celebrated that one goal.
And I also think if Real Madrid played at Bernabeu the first leg, I think they would have won.
But for me, we need to actually talk about Declan.
Rice,
Declan Rice.
Yeah. He's good.
His free kicks were outstanding.
Yeah.
Bro, turn into Beckham.
One thing that was interesting was that my boy never scored a free kick before in his whole entire career.
Yeah. He picked the best game to do.
But to do it once, it was like okay, nice.
Good goal.
Even Mbappe, you could have seen his face. He was like, okay.
That was kind of good.
But to do it twice,
yeah.
precisely in the top bit, that was incredible. Like the UK people say it. That was incredibly boinkers.
Okay.
Incredible
I remember Randy was
was
talking
brilliant.
about. No, Randy was saying that. Well, he told me because we were talking a little bit before. He was telling me how he thought it was like a replay of like the same free kick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, like it looked like it was like
I had
the
it
same
tuned
thing.
into the first goal, but my friend he was like, "Yo, Arsenal scored a crazy free kick. Declan Rice is the best." And I was like, "Okay, let me tune into the game now." And I come back and Saka just got fouled. Oh, they have another free kick, and it's Declan Rice again. I'm like, "Am I watching the same thing again?" Like, but it says 1-0 up top, and then he scored again. I was like, "Yo, this guy's the best to ever do it."
Another interesting fact was that he was not going to kick it to the goal. According to what they were talking about, he said that he was instructed to pass it, to cross it.
Exactly.
Really?
Right,
Yeah,
so big.
what?
Yeah, it's like,
That
I'm
cross
sure
is
that's
crazy.
usually what happens.
Coach
Yeah.
Arteta, he told him, cross it. But he said that he saw the opening, and he also heard Saka, which he's playing really well for Arsenal.
Yeah.
He told him shoot it, and so he shot it, and that was top bin. And now in my head, I imagine myself, watching Arteta like, yo, that's pretty good. Do it again, man. The second free kick, do it again. Do what you gotta
Just
do.
keep doing
It was
it.
so good. I had to do it again. I remember there was like an audio or a sound effect to that.
Nice. And then I saw a meme like right after the game. It was like the free kick specialist is not useless because no matter what, Declan Rice is just gonna shoot. Like from now on, he's just gonna keep shooting until he scores again because he already scored 2 off a crazy game. So
Is he usually the one who does the free kicks?
no, he doesn't.
And who does the free kicks for Arsenal?
Who is it?
Well, not the shooting. Like he passes it in, he crosses it in.
Oh,
he cro-
okay.
yeah.
But he's always like the one taking the free kicks.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. But
Oh.
now he's gonna have the confidence.
actually
to
gonna
just keep
take
shooting
it, yeah,
and
he's
shooting.
gonna take it.
Yeah, but we have to congratulate Arsenal fans, if you guys are
The
there.
Gunners?
Congratulations, because
The Gunners,
last time they
yes.
reached semifinals was in 2009.
Cho, I was
Exactly.
9 years
Long
old,
time
bro.
ago.
That's
They
literally 9
got
years old.
eliminated by Manchester United in the golden years, which now they suck. Back then when they used to like Manchester
Yo,
United.
and the last time Arsenal versed Real Madrid in the UCL, Thierry
Henry.
Yeah, he actually knocked them out with the goal. It looked really similar to Saka's actually.
Yeah, and they did the same celebration. They were like,
Exactly.
Oh yeah, he told him
Yeah.
to be quiet. Nice.
Yeah.
Just completely humbled the whole
Yeah,
stadium.
just like the Barca fans. Just.
Yeah. Nice.
But
Yo,
anyways,
talk to me about the that Barca game, bro. That,
Cho,
that
yo,
hat-trick, right?
yo,
That was
that
horrible,
crazy.
bro.
I was talking to Brandon, and I was like, yo, it was one goal, then it was another. I was like, yo, nah, this can't be happening because usually Barca in the second leg, like it always goes so bad for them, and I like for a year and in this game, and for game in the second leg, it's just so bad. But yo, I feel so like I know like there's no such thing as like luck, but like yo, thank goodness that that Lamine scored that 4th goal because yo, if it wasn't for that, bro, we would be like in a very like tough situation. So I just think that yo, for the next game, like if I were to lose a game, like for Barcelona to lose a game, it would have had to be the one against Dortmund in second leg because now it's like a wake up call. So they'll know like, hey, Inter Milan is gonna be stronger. Like they're a stronger team, stronger defense, stronger everything,
stronger
strong
defense,
strong consistency. So it's a good wake up call. So they could be like, yo, we need to figure something out, especially because they have to face Real Madrid, then Inter, then whatever league game they have, then Inter again, and then Real Madrid. Like that formation and the rotation, it has to go like very perfect. If not, a player's gonna get injured. They're gonna get mad tired. Like it's gonna be a real proof of what level Barca is in right now with their team and consistency. So
But anyways, let's talk about the semifinals. We see that we have Arsenal versus PSG, and we have Barcelona versus Inter Milan. What is your predictions, guys? Well, I never thought Arsenal was gonna get that far, but they're there, right? Inter Milan as well. I thought Bayern was gonna beat them, but
it was close. It was a close game though. I
Bro,
think it was a
but,
close
oh
game.
my god,
It was
Inter
really
Milan,
close.
it's like full of old people, bro. Like they all have canes with like, bro, for like 40 minutes straight. Bayern was just whipping in crosses, shooting the ball, and
Yeah.
Inter Milan's just back. And every time they got the ball out, no one could run to it because they're all old, bro.
You know
They're
how
like
I feel-
30-year-olds, 40-year-olds who just can't run.
I feel bad for Kane because
Oh, bro.
Yo, Harry
No,
Kane,
Harry
yeah.
Kane, oh my,
Sucks,
yo.
Bro goes here, team doesn't make it. Goes
Yeah.
here, yo, it just doesn't work out.
Doesn't-
For
it's
him.
like
never
it's
works
always
out,
like,
bro.
yo, I'm almost there, but he never gets it.
And Tottenham is really close to a conference or Europa League trophy right now as well.
Tottenham?
Yeah.
To Europa?
Yeah, Europa League. Like,
yeah,
it would be
yeah.
Harry Kane's first trophy if he
Yeah,
stayed at
Yeah,
Tottenham.
if he stayed at Tottenham, and now he
so
left.
bad.
He was like, let me go to
Yeah.
Bayern,
Imagine
see
they
what
win.
changed.
That's
Yeah.
so
All right, but
bad.
like in regards to like predictions, like what do you guys think?
Arsenal versus PSG. Tell us. Talk to
Yeah,
us.
go, bro.
What's your predictions?
I look key.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good game. I think both teams have a very good like midfield, and the control of the game. I'm pretty. It's really hard. I think I'll see PSG go through. Honestly.
To the final.
Yeah, no, that's the To the final.
Yeah, to the final. Where
Yeah,
else,
to
bro?
the final. The only thing like, it's really hard. I think PSG, because I've seen that consistency more, in their defense as well. Their defense has definitely gotten better, through the years, and their offense as well. Through they lost Mbappe, so they're like, oh, what are we supposed to do with our defense with their offense?
Actually doing better than.
Yeah, they're doing better than with Mbappe there. So I really think that PSG has the potential to like see it through and go to the final.
And Real Madrid is doing worse with him.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yo,
Yeah,
That's
it's kinda
crazy to think
yeah.
about. I don't
It's
know.
clash of egos, bro.
Yo, do you know that video like or that guy who's like, yo, when Mbappe lands,
Oh,
Real
yeah,
Madrid,
yeah.
the Barcelona does it together, the world has to get
Yeah, that
ready.
guy's
The
famous,
people
bro.
from outside when we used to record, remember outside when we did the recording?
Yeah.
And
when we're
Mbappe
outside.
is like, dude, Mbappe, we have in our team, we're gonna win
Yeah,
every
everything,
game.
bro. Yo, we're gonna be
It's
so
like,
OP,
we're
bro.
never
Yo, I don't know what the problem is, but I feel like Mbappe and Vinny can't play together. Like it's so annoying because Mbappe's like supposed to be like the number 9, right?
Yeah.
But he doesn't stay in that position. He always like wanders to the left a bit, and he's always like next to Vinny, and like they're both like they don't know what to do with each other.
Do you agree?
Oh yeah, I've actually seen I've seen
Yeah.
games, and it's like Mbappe makes runs into the left, and Vinny's trying to go from the left inside, but they don't actually swap or anything. Like they stay in the same position as well.
Yeah, but you know, Ancelotti is making Mbappe like try to kind of force him to play like a 9.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you
But
can't
he's
really
not, like,
force
yeah.
someone who's good at whatever they're doing to do something else. Like obviously with generational players, like let's say Messi, you could tell him, yo, play in the back, play further up, play this, play that. It's okay. But Mbappe is like he has a set mentality, and the way he plays is really well. You just have to play around him.
Right.
Not Vinny. You could also play around Vinny, but when you have two players who think similarly, it's not gonna go well.
Yeah, and also And also like Mbappe, like I understand he's like new to the team and new to that position of a number 9, and he's getting used to it, and he will get used to it. But I just feel like right now, like you have to choose either Vinny or Mbappe. I just feel like that's how it is. Because in my mind, I feel like the one who plays the number 9 position or like does the movements of a number 9 is Bellingham. He's the one always making the runs and like trying to like push the defense back
Actually, yeah.
and make space for like the middle. But he can't do everything because he's supposed to be in the middle, right? But he can't move up anymore because there's already Vinny and Mbappe. And if he moves up more, he leaves space behind
Yeah,
them.
which leaves him open to counter
Exactly, it's the counterattacks. But him like being more back makes him like useless because he can't pass, he can't like make any crosses or anything like that. So I feel like them two up there is like super.
You know,
bad.
it'd be like kind of cool if we saw Jude more on the right side, like more as a winger, and instead of having Lucas Vasquez there, or closer to there, we'd have Rodrigo closer inside the middle.
That's Cam?
Yeah, more as
As
a cam,
Cam?
because I
Okay.
see him as a better 10 than Vinny, and just keep.
Vinny's not a 10 though.
Huh?
Vinny's not a 10 though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Keep Vinny either on the left or on the bench while Mbappe plays the left.
Uh-huh.
Jude plays more the right to the middle,
Yeah.
and then we have Rodrigo in the middle, like as a cam.
Who would be the striker?
I mean, they just alternate. Like we did two strikers.
So
I
it'd be like
guess.
a 2 in the front instead of a
yeah,
striker.
like
Oh,
either a
okay.
2 or a 3 where someone drops back.
Okay.
So what do you guys think about Hendrick? He should just stay on the bench.
Bro,
Endrick?
yeah,
No.
he needs to go to a different club, bro.
No, low-key,
It's just in the
the
bench.
thing about Endrick is, the thing about Ancelotti in general is that he doesn't trust like his bench like at all.
Right.
Like he keeps Vinny, Mbappe, and Rodrigo there, and like he sees nothing's changing, nothing's happening. They're not scoring, they're not making the runs, they're
That's
not
right.
making possession, and then he's just like, well, we'll keep them because they're superstars.
Like the Mexican coach.
Yeah.
Do you okay.
You think
Do you
Zidane
think
would've
That's
done better?
another topic.
Now, do you
No.
think they're gonna fire him or like not fire him, but like do you think he's gonna step down?
I think Ancelotti, he said
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he was
after-
good after the
After the
Champions
Copa del
League.
Rey,
After
I think. Copa del Rey.
Yeah, the Copa del Rey,
and
yeah,
then
he
he's
said he was
gonna-
going to
yeah.
stand out. And I think they have Klopp. That
You-
they're thinking of.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I heard that too, but I don't know, man. I think I heard that he's in like retirement. He's happy,
Yeah.
like, well, not retirement. He's happy taking a break for now.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
like, to drag
Yeah, I
him
would be
back
too, to
from
be fair.
Liverpool, like, you know, that being a coach is like, you know, whatever. But like, it's kind of it's stressful. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
yo, if your players don't do good, like, they're like, yo, it's all your fault, bro. Like,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. So you know, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
And one last thing that I wanted to say, I don't know if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
He was talking about Mbappe. He said he's not really a 9.
Yeah, he's not.
Like he is a good player. He said himself he thinks he's one of the best players out there.
Yeah.
But he says he doesn't think that he is a number 9. That if they put him somewhere else, he'll probably do even better. But he doesn't consider him a number 9.
But he scored a lot of goals this season. Like he's been
Yeah, he
doing
did.
pretty well. But it's like you can't really change a player's mentality when they're already elite.
Yeah,
I
they
think-
have played really good, but I just feel like whenever you see a game, like for example, the times that Mbappe has scored the most, Vinny wasn't there. He got a red.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the times that Vinny and Mbappe were together, it was kind of like a confusion of like, yo, what am I supposed to do? You know
They
what
did
I mean?
really well when it was Mbappe and Rodrigo. Actually.
Yeah, like look at last season.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Vinny was
absolutely.
there and they had Bellingham. Bellingham was cooking because he had space
Right.
to go more up front, right? But now that Mbappe's again, I'm not blaming Mbappe because whatever. But,
Yes, you are.
Alright,
Yes, you are, bro.
but like Bellingham had way more space up top to do what he does, which is making through passes and stuff like that. But now he can't because he's just like, yo, Vinny's there, Mbappe's there, Rodriguez there, and I have to come back because again, these players like they're so like, yo, I don't care, I'm Mbappe, I'm staying up top, I'm Vinny, I'm staying on top, and they don't go back at all, like to help the defense.
I saw a stat that said that that either I don't remember if it was Vinny or Mbappe, but either one of them has like 0 involvement, no assists, no scoring in the Champions League, and I think it was Mbappe. For Real Madrid, like he hasn't either assisted or scored, which is crazy.
This
Like,
season?
I don't know about this. I think this year, like, and what
Oh, this year
remains
probably,
of
yeah, this year
but
probably, yeah.
that is crazy stat. Like you being Mbappe and not having any involvement, no assist, no scoring is kind of woo.
Yeah. Randy, what do you think? Predictions: Arsenal versus PSG.
Yo, I
First,
forgot about the
actually-
prediction. Yo, I forgot we talking
For
about the
Barca, Inter, I think.
Yo, but he
that-
didn't ask you about
Arsenal
Barca Inter,
versus
bro.
PSG.
Yo, you going, bro?
I said PSG. I said PSG.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know, like they're really.
I
like,
think
close.
that, as he said, they have really strong midfields, both of them.
We're
they're
talking
both
about
top of
Arsenal and
their leagues,
PSG, and this guy took us to Real Madrid. Nice.
The same, bro.
All right, what did you say, Randy?
and they have strong attacks, and they're top of their leagues right now.
Yeah.
But I think that if PSG plays their cards right with Desire or
Doué.
Do and Kvara and Dembele,
Yeah, the
I
brother.
think they outclass them. They have Barcola too, and their backline's super strong. They have Donnarumma and
Are they
goal.
pace abusers?
Yeah, exactly.
Scheming,
It's like
yeah.
everyone's super fast.
Yeah.
So it's like, it just depends on who
They
plays.
did lose to
better.
Aston Villa though, like in second leg.
They
so-
they did, but I think if PSG plays really really well, they beat them. But my default answer should be Arsenal, and then for Inter and
Why
Barca,
though?
So you
Why?
just made
Because
PSG be
Arsenal-
mad
you
just talked
goated
about-
to be
you
like,
just
yeah,
talked about
Arsenal's gonna
PSG,
go
and
through.
then you're like, no, Arsenal.
Nice,
because
nice.
I'm giving PSG the benefit of the doubt.
So then
but-
PSG.
But the underdog is PSG in my opinion.
Okay.
The underdog.
Oh, like who's
Yeah.
supposed to win would be
Yeah,
Arsenal.
I think Arsenal is supposed
Okay.
to win here
Okay. Why though?
because they're just better, bro. Like the way, bro,
Nice.
if we're actually I don't know where they're playing first, but depending on where they play first could be also a huge factor.
Really?
But
Okay.
well, yeah, I mean, if they play in England, they could cook.
No, I'm just saying, like anything, like sometimes
So you say Arsenal will advance?
I think
to
Arsenal advances.
Hammers, what do you think?
I think. I think PSG has better consistency. I think they have a little bit more experience, so I think I think it's more likely to see PSG in the final than Arsenal, just because they're like pretty new. So I think that well, it depends. I see Arsenal more as like the underdog and PSG more as like the expected variable. And yeah, and then I also think that Barca and Inter, that game is gonna be like I think this game is gonna be mad close, like 1 goal difference, like for either or team. But yeah, that's what I think. And you?
I think it's pretty hard to say because it could go either way, but I will lean more on PSG. PSG right now, they're cooking. They have a lot of firepower. They have Dembele when he does the connection with Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia right now, he's cooking. You guys saw the goals that he did,
No, crazy
the
goals,
assists
bro.
that he does,
Both
and,
goals.
and I
Dembele
think I
is
told
fucking
Hamex is that all of them they assist each other, and it's very important.
They're a
Like,
team now.
Yeah.
and the fact that they also knocked out Liverpool, which was the top
Yeah,
team
exactly,
in
yeah.
the Prem as well.
They have Duet, a young player, right? That they're
Crazy.
comparing him to Neymar, which I don't know. I don't think so.
I
I
was
think
like,
he's, I
ah,
think
this
he's,
is
I, I
very
think he's,
I
I
don't
think
know
he's
about that.
good.
I
He's
don't know about
fire,
that.
but to compare it to Neymar, I don't really think not yet. But he does have skills. He has agility. He's fast. They also have Barcola, and PSG overall is a whole different team now.
Yeah.
Maybe because Mbappe's not there. Anyways,
Definitely.
That's like a huge like thing, like that Mbappe not being.
so now we see PSG like a transformed PSG.
Yeah.
But like I said, if Declan can do those free kicks again,
Yo,
who knows, right?
Bro.
We can see surprises again. But
Arsenal has that X factor as well. Like they both have that factor where it's like, yo, anybody could pop out and
Yeah,
score
yeah.
crazy goals.
and that's
Yeah.
the good thing about Arsenal too, because they also play as a team.
But that's
Right.
also the
Exactly.
nice thing about the Champions League. Like, it's very unexpected, mass surprises.
That's why I think this Champions League is very exciting
The
and
format,
very
right?
Exactly.
the format also is unpredictable. before it was like, oh, Real Madrid, you know, the top
You're
dogs,
bro.
Bayern.
Back then it was a
and all those
no-brainer, bro.
teams.
That's what I thought, bro.
But
That's what I
now,
thought.
you know, you can't really tell. You know,
Exactly.
you just, hey, we're gonna see what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
now-
But I lean more on PSG.
Nice. Oh wait, okay. Then what about Barca and Inter?
Barca and Inter.
Tell me, bro.
You already know,
This
you
is
already know my
the
answer,
truth,
bro.
bro.
You already know
I
my
don't care about your
bro.
answer. You know,
You
I don't
already
care
my
about your
answer,
answer.
bro.
Barcelona, I feel that if they break through Inter Milan's defense, they'll be good. But the thing is that we also have to consider the fact that Barcelona is going to play Copa del Rey against Real Madrid.
Telling you, bro, that's gonna
And-
be huge.
And one of the things is that they might be tired, or the worst case scenario is there
Injury?
might be injuries.
Yo, that was
uh,
suck, bro. Please,
And from
bro.
there, Inter Milan can take advantage. But other than that, I feel like Barcelona, I lean more on Barcelona. Barcelona has the better edge on Inter Milan.
Oh, okay. I think obviously like I'm a Real Madrid fan, right? but I also have to like I recognize and respect Barca like a lot. Like they're really good. Like they're one of the best teams in Europe right now. this
Yo,
season.
somebody, record this.
I'm just saying, bro. No. I'm just saying. Like,
No, they're
like-
actually playing better.
No, they're playing really
playing,
good.
They're playing better.
Yeah, they're playing really good. I always thought Liverpool and Barca were the best teams in Europe this season.
Yo, you hear
right?
this guy, bro? Yo, I can't even believe what I'm hearing, bro.
Alright.
Yo,
Yeah, listen to me.
bro,
Listen
from
to
Real
me,
Madrid,
bro.
but
No,
yo.
I'm just saying, right? But I believe that Inter, like they're an Italian team and they play such a low block defense where their defense is super, super tight. And I feel like Barca has always struggled with that, especially in La Liga. They've played against smaller teams that play low block and they've been struggling to score, to tie, to win, all of those things, right? So I feel like Barca like needs to find a way to cut through that defense, bro, because that defense is crazy.
Yep.
I believe this game or these games, I don't know when the first one is. I don't know if it's in Barcelona or in whatever, in Italy. But yeah, I believe it's going to be a very low-scoring game, both of these games. It's going to be very dependent on your defense. So if your defense is tight and if, you know, then you'll be fine. But in my opinion, I think Inter's going to win because of that defense.
Do you think we're gonna win Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey, fan?
Probably, bro. Honestly, probably, bro.
Wait, so
Unless
for the-
Ancelotti's like, I'm not trying to get fired, and he
Yeah.
does something crazy. But I don't know, bro.
So for the Barca Inter game, do you think it's like a spear shield type of game where
I feel
Barca's
like,
the spear and Inter
yeah,
Milan's
yeah,
like that?
yeah.
But
But I,
breakthrough, like
yeah,
Yeah,
break-
exactly.
the
Like, which
problem,
one's stronger?
yeah. Also, the problem with Barca is like both low block and counter attacks. They've been suffering from both of those. I remember when Real Madrid played them, and we scored in like the first minute because of a counter attack, right? So I feel like Barca needs to step
Wait,
up
and
their
then what
defense. Huh? Yeah,
After-
but then you guys destroyed
nice.
us.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just forgot for a bit.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if Barca is able to keep a very good offense, but at the same time maintain their defense,
Yeah.
then they'll be able to at least stalemate with Inter.
Exactly.
Because I feel like Inter, they just stay back and they're like, yo. you
But
know.
Yeah,
that's why I
take
think
the
it's gonna
ball,
be like a
shoot,
one
shoot,
goal
shoot.
different.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like,
that's what
it's
I'm
gonna
saying.
be like
That's
really
why I
like
think
close.
it's gonna be a very like short scoring.
But the thing is,
like,
Inter
game.
Milan, when they get a good chance, they do not waste it. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
yo, Martinez,
Lautaro
Lautaro
Martinez.
at the
Yeah,
top.
Lautaro,
yeah.
With
He's
Di-
hungry, bro.
The thing is, like, their wingbacks, like they're super hard pressing wingbacks. Like
Yeah.
DiMarco, he's so good, and he didn't play last. He didn't play against Bayern, but if he plays against Barca, I think that it could become a real trouble, especially with one of their midfielders. I think his name is Kalanagu, something like that.
Mhm.
But those three players, like, they're key players in Inter Milan. If they all three play, I don't know, bro. They could
That's-
definitely score.
That's a good call. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, so what
So
you
you
say?
think
Yeah,
Inter or
yeah,
Barca?
yeah. Oh, you have no answer, bro.
It's like I believe it's one team, and I'm like, yeah, but those teams gonna win.
but then
I think Barca's gonna win, but if
Yeah?
Inter Milan locks in and they do really well, I see them.
Wait, Brandon, you said Barcelona.
I said Inter, bro.
Oh, you, yo, wait, what?
Yeah, I
I
said
respect
Inter.
Barca, you're the best team in the world, but I think
No.
Inter's gonna.
No,
opposite.
yeah.
Nice, nice.
No, yeah.
How about you, Hamix?
Yo,
Nah, you think
yeah,
Inter's
yeah,
gonna win,
Inter-
right?
Inter Milan's gonna win, bro.
Yeah, I hope Barca's gonna win. I
That's not an
honestly,
answer,
I'm
bro. I know
confident.
hope.
I'm
Like, who do you
confident
think's gonna
in
win,
this.
bro?
Yo, when Pedri wasn't, that's what like scared me, bro. Because I was like, yo, like it really showed me how important Pedri is to the team, bro. Because without it, there was no connection, no playmaking, no creativity, no nothing. They struggled to even keep the ball. So I think that all the players being in top form, top creative mind with Pedri in midfield. Rafinha has to act up. Ever since he talked about like Argentina, it's been a little weird. But Lamine Yamal, he needs pressure moments to like really shine. I think he works better under pressure. It's kind of whack that he does, but he needs to learn and grow. He's still young, so whatever. And Lewandowski or Ferran locking in and really being focused. I think that's what's gonna play a key into Barca moving into the final.
So
Against PSG would be crazy.
So you think the struggle is like the switch, right? Like the midfield. So
Exactly.
if Pedri's not there, what about Dani Olmo and like
Nah.
Frankie De
I
Jong?
don't think Dani Olmo is a replacement for Pedri at all, bro. I think Pedri is such a like that's why I'm telling you that like for a substitute for Pedri, like we need to start already like looking or into a different formation because again Pedri is such a key player that it worries me when he's not there. He's been starting all like that game that he was the first time he's been benched, which is crazy.
Wait, against Dortmund, right?
Yeah, against Dortmund. Yeah, he got benched. Yeah, so but like, dude, it's insane how the one player. I'm not saying that one player makes a difference, but he's very like he's kind of like he's not like Sergio Busquets, but like when he plays, it makes a difference. Like and when he's not there, you can see that he's not there. Yeah.
So if he doesn't play against Inter Milan,
nah, bro, it's gonna be bad, bro.
You think you guys could lose?
Yeah, I think we could. Yeah, if Pedri doesn't play, bro, then I think it's really bad. No creativity, no playmaking. I'm telling you, you can have the best strikers, but if there's no one to give them the ball, then they're not gonna.
I've seen that a lot actually this season. Especially, I've watched a lot of Barca games this season, and it's like Barca, as soon as they get the ball to Szczęsny, right? He gives it to either Íñigo Martinez or Balde or whoever it is in defense. And they get the ball. They try to get the ball to midfield, but there's no openings as if Pedri's not there.
Yeah.
When Pedri's there, it's like Pedri receives the ball and he does not.
And he
lose
does hold it. Yeah, he holds it exactly. He does a turn, a twist, a
Lamine
pass.
Yamal, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Ferran, whoever's up top, they don't know how to get the ball. Like Fermin Lopez, nobody knows how to get the ball.
From middle to
Nobody can get it. That's like Pedri needs to be there.
That's the problem with Madrid. We got like no midfield, bro.
You guys need to bring Cruz back.
Cruz, y'all lost Cruz and
we lost Cruz and it made like such a hole in the midfield and then Ancelotti was like, come on,
we'll just patch it with.
I still remember that pass that he did to Vinny, where he just he read it like in the middle.
A book,
bro, and then you could see Jude Bellingham's reaction. He was like,
oh yeah, I saw. He was like,
he hadn't scored yet, but he already knew that was a good pass. So yes, that's very crucial. People that could make plays.
Yeah, we need that.
Win the balls back and and create plays. That's very important. But anyways, you guys heard it from a Barca fanatic. That's what they need. They need Pedri. You guys heard it from a Real Madrid fanatic as well. Who do you guys think is gonna go to the finals? Let us know in the comments. And thank you for watching us.
See ya.
Oh yeah, you too. Say bye.
Peace out.
Nice.